All right, we have the lovely Lindsay Ell on Pure Country. How are you?
Shannon, I'm so good. It's so good to see your beautiful face. We haven't seen each other in a very, very long time, and this is pretty crazy.
Far too long. And I
Far
will
too
have
long.
you know that you are the honorable first interview since I have returned from my maternity leave. So I'm pretty excited about
Yeah, baby. I feel so honored. My goodness. Well, welcome. I'm just so excited for you. Now you have a mini human that you get to foster for the rest of its life, and I couldn't think of a better mom, honestly.
that. Thank you. It's definitely the hardest job I've ever had in my entire life. I will say that. The best job, but the hardest for sure.
I can only imagine. I mean, my friends who've had babies have said similar things, and you don't really know and can feel and understand it until you're in it.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
they can tell you what to expect. And then it's like, no, none of it
Yeah,
is what your child is like. It's all very, very
totally.
interesting, I will say. But I'm so excited to be back. I'm excited to chat with you because you have
Yeah.
had a lot of stuff happening, whether it is with your physical health, your fur family, your music, your touring. So, for starters, I want to talk about the foot, the boot, the incident. What happened? I know there was like a running off of the bus, chasing a
Yes.
dog. So sad for you, but what's going on? How did it happen? How are you doing?
Okay, so yeah, it was our first festival date back. So the first like, yeah, we're back on the bus. This is happening. And we're coming back into Nashville, and somebody left the front door of the bus open, and I open the back lounge, and my little dog Hendrix just comes running out as any little dog would, and decides to start doing circles around the grocery store parking lot as any little dog would.
Yeah.
And she's fast. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, my dog is running around a grocery store parking lot at 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I have to go get her. So I didn't even think about like put on shoes, Lindsay. I was just like, go get dog. So I start running and I jump from the top step of the bus to the parking lot pavement, which is a considerable distance. And I just landed weird and I broke my fifth metatarsal bone in my foot. And so I have been like the first few weeks on crutches were difficult because I couldn't put any weight on it and I live alone and we were still playing shows and so I was scootering around, I was crutching around. It was a thing. But I just got word from the doctor yesterday that I'm finally allowed to not wear my boot.
You don't have to roll around on stage.
Oh my gosh, I don't. Even though like it was kind of fun and fans were so sweet because they would cheer me on. Like I would roll out onto the stage like in like
I
this
saw.
posture and and they'd be like, "Nah!" And so I definitely loved getting the sympathy vote from them and just all their love when I was just hurting and going through this time. But I'm just so grateful now. Yeah, I put a carbon plate in my shoe. I can't wear heels or run or do anything crazy for another month or so. But yeah, we're headed in the right direction, girl. So foot is on the mend.
Was it fun getting to put together outfits like at the CMT Awards? You looked incredible with your matching sparkly boot and your matching crutch. Was
Thank
that
you.
fun, or were you like, "Ugh, this is not how I envisioned
I
going to the CMT
mean,
Awards"?
so the first, like, I broke my foot 3 days before the CMT Awards. So I will say the CMT Awards were fun because it was just like,
Right.
all right, we're gonna make the best of it. Bedazzled my scooter. I was on stage with Lady A, and they were just so sweet because I was like, I don't need to be a part of your performance if you don't want me walking out with this like moon boot on my foot. And they were so sweet, and they're like, no, girl, it'll add to it. And so that was fun for sure. Like the red carpet, everybody was like, what happened? But every other time after that, like trying to make an outfit with this boot, and I look at pictures and I'm just like, this just looks awkward. So it was fun at the beginning, and then just the fun wore off. And I was like, all right, y'all, I'm ready to get this thing off my
I think
foot.
you rocked it. But I will say, I don't know if there's like something going on, but Tyler Hubbard did
I know.
something similar, had a
I
boot, was rolling around
know.
on stage. And now
Yep.
Stu from the Rec Laws is also rolling around on stage with a boot. So I'm like, what is going on with these country artists? You guys got to
I
protect your
know.
feet.
It's so crazy. You're right. I've heard of so many friends who've recently broken their foot or a toe or something and are all in boots. And I'm just like, all right, we're all getting through this time together, guys. We're all
Yep.
getting through
I
together.
mean, I gotta say, my sympathy goes to you because I had something similar kind of happen to me right when after I had the baby and I was just cleared to work out and I was like doing really good.
She
Hendrik.
just decided to hop up. Excuse me, ma'am. We're in the middle of an
Yay.
interview.
I was wondering if she was around and could make an appearance. So I'm very glad
Well,
she did.
here
She
she
is
is.
precious.
Oh my gosh.
Is your
Everybody,
life
this is Hendrix.
is your life a million times better since she entered it?
It is crazy. I want you to finish your story, but it is crazy how like a living creature, and I'm sure like having a baby is that times 10. But yeah, it is crazy how much your life just becomes a little bit more balanced, and like
Yeah.
the dopamine effect of like petting a furry animal is a real
Yes,
thing. It's
it
a
is
real
a
thing.
real thing. But they are
Okay,
really a part of
finish.
your family.
They are.
Yeah.
Finish your story.
So I threw my back out terribly, have a bulging disc in my lower back,
Oh
which
my goodness.
I will tell you is not an ideal thing to do when you have a baby that you have to carry around. And yeah, so that was
No
like
kidding.
that feeling of finally feeling like free. I'm not massive anymore. I'm not
Yeah.
healing from like pregnancy. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you're bedridden and you can't lift anything. And like, so
Oh,
I understand the feeling you probably had of like, I'm back, I can tour, and
yes.
now I can't walk. It's like,
It felt, I know. It was just like, wait, I was ready. I was ready.
I feel like there's a lesson in it. And like someone was just trying to like teach me something of patient. I don't know. But either way, I'm like, I did not enjoy it. It definitely affected my like,
Yep.
I was like, why is this happening to me? But
Yep.
we're still smiling. You're getting your boot off.
We're still smiling. And if anything, like I have gained a whole new appreciation for the little things, like putting 2 feet on the ground, as simple as that sounds. I'm just like, wow, like
Yeah,
walking is amazing. It is so amazing. And so
really.
it's crazy how just like times like this really give us like a brand new appreciation for the things that we just take for granted all the time,
Yeah,
you know?
I think so too. I feel as though you and I need to celebrate after going through the pandemic, strange injuries happening at
Yeah.
weird times. I feel like we need just to like celebrate getting through it all. But I'm so glad that you're going to be able to like run around on stage sometime soon. That's going to be really, because I like that's your thing is just like going and seeing all your fans when you're playing shows
I
and playing
know.
guitar. And
I
so
know.
as fun as it was to roll around, I'm glad you can walk around now.
Me as well. Me as well.
So I want to talk about, I mean, obviously everyone is excited to get back on the road. Tours were popping up like hotcakes at like the same time. You decided, hey, I'm going to go on a tour, but I'm going to go back to Canada. And also, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but I was like, hey, she planned it. So she's touring in Canada and then celebrating the end of tour at the CCMAs.
I totally planned all of that.
Yeah.
And girl, I'm just so happy and grateful to be back on the road. And it is my first Canadian headlining tour, which is kind of crazy. But I'm so excited. I've been on so many Canadian tours with artists that, I love, and we've gone across the country and I've gotten to, share some really cool moments, but I'm like, no, this is a moment that I want to foster. I want to be able to start to see fans and do a headlining tour myself. And so I'm so excited. We start November 19th and we go right across the country, and then what would be the better grand finale than the CCMAs? It's just like we kind of go right across and then celebrate with the CCMAs. It's going to be amazing.
I love that. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see one of your shows. And I think the cool thing, so it's called the Want Me Back Tour. And I'm just so excited for you to go to a show and know that those fans are there because of you. And your Canadian fans are going to show up for you because you are so loved back home. And that's just going to be like that first show walking it on stage. I can't imagine what that feeling will be like, knowing like, this is mine.
Even hearing you say that sentence, like, Shannon, I've been doing this ever since I was a little girl. Like, I've been playing shows ever since I was 10 years old, dreaming of being able to walk on stage and being like, okay, I want to inspire every human being in this building. And just what you said, like knowing that all of those people showed up for me is just so
I'm getting
crazy.
emotional.
It's like
having a baby.
I know, I am too. It's like a pinch me moment, and I'm like, wow, Lindsay, all of the blood, sweat, and tears, and 3 hours a night of sleep for like 200 days straight. Like that is what makes it all worth it,
Yeah.
knowing
I'm
that
so
music can
proud.
make a difference. And the even cooler part is I have had so many incredible artists lift me up and given me opportunities to be able to, open on the bill. And the fact that I can do that, we're bringing out Robyn Ottolini out on this tour, and the fact that I can pass the torch and give her a stage to walk on and be like, I think this artist is dope. I think she's amazing. You need to check her out, is so cool. Like it also just adds to the party.
That's such a full circle moment, because that's the thing. I mean, I've seen you grinding and like doing hundreds of shows every year and barely being home. And it's like, this is what, you've worked so hard for. And the cool thing too, for Robyn Ottolini, is that like, she's going to get to go out and see what it's like and see what you've done and accomplished and learn from somebody who like has done all the work and put in all the time. And like, that's incredible. That's an amazing opportunity for her too. So kudos to you. I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, babe.
I'm legitimately emotional as I was like thinking. I've just like can picture your tour. I know there's gonna be lots of colors. I'm like, oh, it's going to be such an incredible feeling, and I am going to celebrate. I'm definitely coming to one of the shows. I'm just trying to pick which one I want to go to. Maybe
you let me know. You let me know, and I got you with whatever you need. And
maybe we'll get Lincoln some like Lindsay Ell headphones, and he can come rock out at the show too.
Hands down. Yes, we're making that happen.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, next question. This is it. I saw a post you shared about your nails. And you were talking about like a summer color. And I saw someone write on there that like you hint your new music with your nail colors. I did not know this. I was not aware of this little Lindsay Ell secret. I was like, how was I not in the know? So what is the little like the summer red-ish color, orange color?
I know, it's like neon orange at the moment. Yeah, I've always, I don't know, I'm just an artist, and so I'm crazy and do all these weird things, but I've always sort of painted my nails like every record cycle. So for the project, I always painted my nails blue. Like this bright, like blue. And then Heart Theory was mostly white. And sometimes if there's like a shoot or something, I'll have to do some random color, but I normally keep them consistent through most of the album cycle. And so right now I'm really feeling like neon, and specifically neon orange. And I'm just in a really good place. Like I'm really happy, and I've been writing a lot of songs that are in that vein. And as I'm in the studio and putting together this next record and recording some really exciting collaborations that are about to come out, I'm just in a really good place. And so I'm like, all right, right now the color is like neon orange. We'll see if it changes by the time, the next record comes out. But yeah, I kind of go through seasons with my nails.
I love it. I love that color. And it makes me excited because neon orange, like you said, is a very happy color. So that's awesome. Well, so good catching up with you. You have so much exciting stuff going on. The Blake Shelton tour, your headlining tour in Canada, the Want Me Back tour, and hopefully new music on the way, getting out of your boots and your new puppy. I love talking to you, Lindsay, and I cannot wait to squeeze you and hug you in real life and celebrate everything that's going on with you. So good talking to you. Thanks for joining us on Pure Country.
Girl, thank you so much for having me. And I cannot wait to hug you and squeeze you and get to squeeze Lincoln. I'm so excited.
I can't wait for you to do that too. He's a squeezable child, I will say.
I love it. I love it.